Hello everyone, my name is Janet and I will be talking about a day as an optometrist technician, which is what I do now. I will be talking about the opening procedures, the different testings that we do for different patients, as well as the closing procedures. Now, did you know that we actually use 50% of our brain to see? So that is actually a big deal because that is a lot that you use, a lot of your brain that you use. I will start off by talking about my opening procedures. What I usually do is I come in at the first of the day around 9 a.m. and I turn on the machines. I make sure that they are ready for our first patients. I also make sure that they are working properly and that they are clean and they are ready, sanitized and everything. That includes our blood pressure machine and our extra testing machines for different people that come in for different diagnoses. And I will get into that in topic 2. But some other things that we do as an opening procedure is we pull the charts, which is the charts of the people that are coming in today or the patients that are coming in today. And we make sure that all the machines are ready and we know what the procedures are and what machines we will be using for the certain patients. There are some patients that come in that is pretty easy. They come in and just get new glasses or a new prescription. That is perfectly fine. That is actually the easy patients. It's when we get into different diagnoses. Which brings me to my second topic, which is different testings. So we do different testings for diabetics, glaucoma people, as well as people that have macular degeneration or a lazy eye. It is very important to know what you're testing for because you can't use every machine on certain people because you are testing for different things. So for diabetics, for example, diabetics are always what is called dilated. Dilation, if you don't know what that is some drops that you put in on your eyes that most people say, oh my gosh, they burn. So they do burn, but the purpose of them is for your pupils to actually dilate or become very big. The reason for that is so that the doctor can actually look at the back of your eye and make sure that there's no holes, tears, or bleeding in the back of the eye. Bleeding is a big thing in diabetics because they cause aneurysms without them even feeling them. So they don't feel that, but they can tell whenever they put their glasses on and they feel like their prescription has changed. That is actually because you have aneurysms in the back of your eye or you're a diabetic. You are at risk of losing your eyesight, unfortunately. The second people that I'd like to talk about are glaucoma suspects or glaucoma patients. Glaucoma patients typically lose their peripheral vision first, which means that they lose anything that's around, okay? So we must do what is called a visual field test, which tests their peripheral vision. It lets us know what they see on the sides and how far they see. If they have blind spots, if they need to be put on what is called glaucoma drops, so that way that is controlled. And a very big thing about glaucoma patients is their pressures in their eyes. So I know you guys, whoever has gotten eyesight or eye exams, has gotten what is air in their eye. So like it's a pressure machine is what we call it. And we check for glaucoma because of that pressure. If the pressure is too high, it is because the fluid in the back of your eye is not circulating how it's supposed to. And that fluid actually goes into your cornea and it causes you to lose your peripheral vision. That is something that is very important. That can be controlled. Of course, it can't be reversed, but it can be controlled to the point where you don't lose any more peripheral vision and your pressures go down and you are circulating fluid in the back of your eye properly. Another patient that I wanted to talk about would be macular degeneration. Macular degeneration is a big one. A lot of people don't understand macular degeneration or think that it's very important to know about. So macular degeneration is usually when you use the central part of your eyesight, which is it targets the macula, which is the muscle of your eye, and it is something very important because your macula is what we use to try and find your eyesight or your prescription. And if you're losing that, then you become blind, unfortunately. Macular degeneration is non-curable, so if you get it, then it doesn't go away. We can't really fix it. There hasn't been a cure for it. It can be slowed down, but it will progress, unfortunately, to the point where you lose your eyesight. Which brings me to the end, which is the closing procedures. So closing procedures for my job would be turning the machines off, closing them up, making sure that they are all covered, making sure that the caps are on, making sure that they're clean for the next day. Another thing that you must do is make sure you have your charts ready and prepared for the next day as well, and communicate with the doctor. Always communicate with the doctor because she is the one that is knowledgeable to know what testing needs to be done. And in conclusion, that is a brief day as an optometrist technician. Today I talked about my opening procedures, I talked about different testings, and my closing procedures. And I will leave you with this. Vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others by Jonathan Swift. I hope you guys enjoyed my speech, my informative speech, and if you have any questions, you are welcome to comment below. Thank you.